cleaning table as punishment is so boring. I want to tell you a story how I end up here. To put it simply, I told a lie. Actually, many lies. It all started just before the school end on Friday before the Parents' Day. The bell was about to ring and my teacher, Mr. Edison, made an announcement.
Right class, before you go though, I just wanted to remind you that the parent-teacher interviews are this weekend. So please don't forget to come with your mother or your father and talk to me about your English results. Are there any questions?
Mr. Anderson, my mother doesn't speak any English.
Right, we've talked about it before. How many of your parents don't speak English? For those of you with your hands up right now, get ready, because you are going to be the translators.
Translator? Translator.
Translators. That means I speak English and you translate it into Cantonese for your parents. Or your parents speak Cantonese and you translate it into English for me.
Ah!
You don't think it's fair?
Yes.
Yes, you do think it's fair.
No, it is not fair.
Translator. So if Mr. Edison were to say something that my mother doesn't really need to know, then I could just change the message a little bit. Nobody gets hurt, right?
Bye class.
From Friday to Sunday morning, I thought about a plan. It was foolproof. Still, my mother had seen my exam result and she was pretty upset going into the interview.
阿仔，都話你㗎啦，咁你而家見家長，你一啲都唔爭氣嘅。唉，人哋就話我唔識教仔啦，俾你激死啊！
哎呀，阿媽唔好咁緊張啦，做咩啫？到時咪知阿 Sir 講咩咯。
哎呀，你真係而家叫你勤力啲㗎啦。
It was time to put my plan into action.
Thank you for coming, Miss Sun. Since I don't speak any Cantonese, Matthew will be our translator today. I hope this is alright with you.
佢話多謝我嚟幫佢做翻譯喎。仲話我好乖添啊。佢話咧多謝你嚟啊。
唔使客氣，應該嘅。
Right, as I'm sure you know, Matthew's English marks are not very good. He failed reading and he barely passed listening, writing and speaking. I'm sure that he has the potential, but instead he focuses on fooling around in class and he finds entertaining his classmates much more interesting than actually learning English.
佢叫你唔使擔心我啲成績喎。話今次好多同學都考得好差啊。佢話我哋下學期會考得好啲㗎啦，叫你唔使擔心我。
哎呀，真係，我仲以為佢難你喎，原來你係好學生嚟㗎。
係㗎。
哎呀，咁真係好消息㗎。點解佢黑面嘅？
Why is she so happy?
Oh, this is quite normal in Hong Kong culture. We smile in self-defense when we receive bad news.
Self-defense?
哎呀媽！喺西方人眼中咧，如果你收到好消息笑嘅話咧，好冇禮貌㗎，你得罪咗佢啦。
In any event, I want to ask your mother how we can ensure that you start taking school more seriously.
佢話成日我都好似唔夠瞓咁喎，問下你咧點解調整下我嘅作息時間啊？
咁啊，咁一係咁啦，我叫你晏啲起身啦，夜晚黑唔好打咁多機啦仔。
Oh,
My mom said that she'll make sure that I do at least 1 hour of English homework per night. And she will think about getting an English tutor for me.
Alright, that sounds like a good start.
佢話咧打機學英文咧好有用㗎。
真係。
Come in.
Sorry to interrupt, Mr. Anderson. The Vice Principal wants to talk to Matthew for a student union matter. Is it possible for him to be excused for a few minutes?
What?
Oh, I'm sorry, I can't. I need to stay here to translate for my mom.
Oh, but the Vice Principal said that it was very important. So, or maybe I could stay here and translate it for you.
I didn't plan for this.
Yeah, that's fine, Matthew. You go ahead.
I think my mom would prefer me as a translator. She is very shy.
你而家個仔咧要同副校長咧去傾啲嘢啊！如果你介唔介意嘅話咧，叫佢離開先啊。
哦，OK啊，差唔多。
Well, at that point, my life was pretty much over. But I still had hope. Maybe, just maybe, my mother won't find out about my creative translation. Help me! Sir Walter Scott once wrote, "What a tangled web we weave when we first practice to deceive." I guess this is the story how I got caught in my own web.
你唔記得咗？
你講
我講先啊。
？OK。
Are there any questions?
可以擺度咁樣，你可以。
唔得，唔使。
Come in.
Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, good idea. Let's stand over here.
This weekend, so don't forget.
Okay, cut. Guys, I know I said that you could read, but you have to be looking at the teacher he's talking to.